Hello, everybody. Jeff Siegel here with Commit to Sit, Day 6, Breathing Heart Intelligence. So, in one of our previous meditations, we talked about breathing bodily intelligence, connecting to the wisdom that's woven into our DNA, into every cell, learning to trust and appreciate the ways in which our body knows so well what it needs to do to sustain us, to nourish us, to help keep us alive, and the ways in which our aliveness or our sense of being here is so intimately tied to our bodies, right? And how working directly with the body is a way to bypass or kind of sink beneath some of this thinking or story phases of the mind, and move beyond some of those dramas into this more basic state of trusting nature. And at the same time, that can be really, really hard. I understand as somebody who experiences anxiety being, in a body a lot of the times, that dropping into the body is hard, is uncomfortable, is unfamiliar. But that's part of the reason we're doing these practices, is to begin to develop that trust. And so today we're going to be focusing on the heart space, right? And the heart is the symbolic center of love, of compassion, of warmth, of kindness and connection, right? And in many traditions, it serves as the connector between the lower body and the upper body, and the connector between ourselves as individuals and then ourselves in relationship to other people and places. And so working with the heart is a really powerful practice, a really wonderful way to bring a little bit more love and kindness, emotionally eliciting that affect during your meditation. And you can think about, there are times in which we close off our hearts because it hurts too much, because it's hard to be vulnerable. And we discussed this a little bit in previous practices about the challenges of opening to all of life's experiences, because it can be overwhelming, and it's hard to tolerate all of these feelings and emotions. So building our capacity, right, to be with the full spectrum of what life can offer without having to dampen it down, right? So taking in these raw experiences, and then at the same time, without having to amp it up or overcomplicate it with a bunch of mental stories about what it all means, right? And so there's this twofold process of letting it in as it is, but then also just letting it be there without making up more dramas. So beginning this practice, we're going to set our timers. Again, finding a position where you can be, upright, balanced, and breathe easily. I'm going to set our timer for 5 minutes. Right? And if you'd like to practice this eyes open or eyes closed, whatever is going to be most comfortable for you. So getting settled, what I'd like you to do is take one, if not both of your hands right now. Lift them up and place them right in the center of your chest. Give yourself a nice little push, right? Feel the contact of your hand against your chest. Maybe squeeze your chest a little bit, just bring a little more sensation and awareness down, right into that energy in the middle of your torso. And now beginning to breathe easy and enjoying the sound of the bell as we start today's practice. Find the breath and feel your hands moving. With each breath, completing that energetic loop, noticing if you would benefit from a little bit more energizing breath, and then focusing on the inhale. If you already feel a lot of energy present and need a little bit more settling breath, just focusing on the exhale. Savoring it. And now bringing to mind someone that you love, a person in your life that represents warmth, kindness, care. And as you imagine this person in your relationship, really just focusing on that sense of love and connection. Now bring that caring attention down into your chest. Right? And with each breath, you can feel it growing. The heart is often associated with the color green, so perhaps you can imagine a little green ball of light in your chest, pulsing with each breath. And when you think of someone you love, you can feel this ball of green light just growing and expanding, coming alive, right? With that tender feelings. And just allowing your body to soften right now as you breathe, relax. This enables you to open your heart. And now imagine that green energy in your heart flowing down through your belly into the rest of your body. This warm, loving presence. Just infusing your body. And allow that green energy to diffuse upward from your heart, through your shoulders, your neck, into your head. And just see if you can accept and receive a little bit of that love and kindness. Just filling your mind with care, with tenderness. And just asking, what would love do right now? Breathing in love, breathing out love. And just letting that heart energy flow. As we close this practice, Just giving yourself one last compassionate touch. Just holding yourself in a way that says, I care, I'm here for you. Just allowing yourself to smile a little bit. Recognizing that in this moment, you're safe, you're okay. And as you feel ready, you can drop your hands, open your eyes if they were closed. Take a deep breath. Today we set the foundation for other types of metta or loving kindness practices in which heartfelt emotion is really a significant piece. Right? And these are lifelong practices because opening our hearts is part of the lifelong journey of learning to love ourselves and love others and love the life and the world in which we are a part of. Right? So if it feels a little awkward or contrived or forced right now, or if you're having a hard time really connecting to that center of softness, that's perfectly okay. The important part is that you showed up, you tried, you paid attention, you brought your awareness down into your heart center, breathing in a way to help move that energy through your body and then ultimately back out into the world. So I want to thank you for practicing. Until next time, Jeff Siegel here with Commit to Sit, Breathe, and Smile.